Hey, Coach, your first Patriot League Media Day. How do you feel going into the season?
We feel good. We coming off of spring ball. I thought the kids did an excellent job of digesting the offensive, defensive, and special team schemes and executing those and working on the fundamentals and techniques. So I thought we finished spring ball on a very positive note. Then once summer starts, the kids are basically on their own. It becomes their team, and they're working with the strength staff. So hopefully they've carried on with what they were doing in spring ball, and then once camp commences, we'll pick up where we left off and get ready for the opener on August 30th.
For the first time in a couple of years, your guys have been eligible now for the preseason All-Patriot League teams. You had a bunch of guys put on those teams. I mean, how does that feel, knowing you're going to have these guys going into the season?
It's very good. Patriot is obviously returning All-American and made the list as the punter. Moorhead is a linebacker, and Nick Wilmack is defensive end. So I'm very excited for those guys. They've earned those accomplishments through their performances last season, and would like to see more guys get on the end of season all-league recognition list, and all of it being done within the context of team success. They say with team success comes individual recognition, so the better we do as a team, the more guys will put on the all-league list.
Now you're coming from a unique perspective. You believe to be the first ever person who have played in the Patriot League and now being a head coach. How do you think that experience of being a Patriot League player is going to help you out as a coach in the league?
Having gone through the league as a player and facing all the great teams in this league, the traditional powers of the league, guys, Lafayette and Moorhead, and being at the venues and knowing what to expect, and the type of players you're going to face, good, hard-nosed football. And being at Georgetown as assistant, having gone through as assistant coach and playing these teams, and now as a head coach, I think it gives you three different perspectives, and I think it'll all be useful as we prepare for the season.
And how do you think the league has progressed since, obviously, as a player, you were kind of in the early years, coaching at Georgetown in the middle years, and now, how do you see the league as a progression?
I think the biggest thing that you see is the decision to go to merit-based aid for scholarship, and I think that's a very positive move for the league. As we continue to recruit quality student athletes, now we put the scholarship factor in there, and you're able to recruit very good football players as well, compete against other scholarship programs in the country. So I think that's the biggest difference. But historically, as you look at the league, there's been smart, tough football players, and there's always a lot of parity in the league. Obviously, the league has been the standard bearer for the past couple of years, especially the last time they lost a league game. So all the teams you face are going to be tough. They're all well coached. They all play hard, and that's been kind of consistent for the years.
Great. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks, Joe.
Mike, we're at Media Day today. You were named first team preseason all-conference. Your thoughts on that?
I'm honored. I appreciate the Patriot League for giving me that honor. But as in anything that's individual, you take that, you put it in your pocket, but it's all about the team. What we're going to do as a team this season.
Wrapping up the off-season conditioning, the summer conditioning, how do you think that's been going so far?
It was great. I came back for the second session, and I was excited to see guys working hard every single day. Not dragging, moping around, sad to be there, but excited about getting ready for camp, which is next week. So I feel like overall it was a great off-season.
And we got a lot of defensive players coming back this year. Obviously, it's kind of centered around you being the defensive leader coming back. How do you feel about showing some leadership skills?
I think that this season is going to be good because we all know each other. We're all comfortable. We know what each other's skills and strengths are. So does the coaching staff. There's been a lot of, I don't want to say exactly what position changes. There's going to be different guys on the field contributing. This year, the young guys that were freshmen last year, now sophomores, but they play, so they have experience. So I feel like all of our experience and all the accolades and the talents together on the field will be a good match this year.
Great, thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, Patrick, another preseason award for you today, named first team preseason All-Patriot League. Yesterday, you received another preseason All-America honor. I mean, how does that make you feel going into the season?
I mean, it's a great feeling to have all those awards, but to be honest with you, I don't really focus on them too much. It's more about what I can do for the team, and it's winning. It doesn't matter how many awards I get, it only matters how many wins we get.
What are some of your goals going into the season? I mean, obviously you're creeping up the record books at Fordham. Individually, what are you looking at to do your senior year?
Individually, I want to have the best punting average in Fordham history this year, and with that, I want to win games, and that's it.
So would you be too upset if you didn't get as many kicks this year, since if the offense was doing better? Or
if we win games, that's all that matters to me. I'd rather win a national championship than be an All-American. That's my mentality.
Great. Thanks, Patrick.
No problem.
All right, Blake, you're going into your senior year. How do you feel the off-season been going so far?
I feel like the off-season's going real well. The team's really coming around. Everyone's really buying into the program and what the coaches have built in. And everyone's working hard, and we're actually really excited for camp to come so we can start competing and hopefully start winning games.
Now, you made the move last year from quarterback to wide receiver. I assume you'll be at wide out again this year. I mean, your thoughts on making that move? And
I'm just willing to do whatever the team needs me to do in order to win games. If that's sit on the bench, play receiver, running back, quarterback, I really don't care. As long as we're winning games, and I'm going to do whatever I can to help the team.
Again, as one of the seniors, the offense struggled at times last year. As a senior, do you take it upon yourself to kind of be, we haven't named captains yet, but have you been trying to lead the offense in the offseason?
Yeah, we have a couple of guys who actually stood out as leaders this offseason, and people are really buying in, and we know that what we did last year, we didn't have a lot of leadership. Not everyone was buying in. We had a couple guys who led the team, and only a couple people followed. But this year, I feel like the whole team is closer together, and people are following, and we're ready to win.
Great. Thanks, Blake.
Yeah.